Right, the SJ9000 is actually very simple. First thing first is the power button is right over here. Just simply press on the power button and it should power up very quickly. When it started up, it was default at a video mode. So to take a video, simply press on the OK button and you'll start recording. To stop, press again to stop. Yep, the same thing goes to the remote control. Once you have paired up one time, just press on the video button and you'll start recording. Press this again, you'll stop. The same thing goes to camera. The good thing about the remote is when you press on the camera mode, you'll switch to camera mode immediately and you'll take a photograph and it's taken. In order to change the mode without the remote is to press on the power button, this button. Okay, okay. Let me toggle back again. Initially, it start on the video mode. When you go to camera mode, press on the power button once. You go to camera mode and you can take a photograph. And a photograph is taken. And to toggle to the review footage mode, press the power button again to toggle to review footage. Over here, you can see the footage up and down to see the next footage. This is a video. You can press OK to play. You see the footage of the previously recorded. Press the down button again. You can see another video, another photograph. You can see all the things you have taken. Press the power button to go to the menu. Okay, basically there's a resolution where you press OK. You can change the resolution to Ultra HD, which is I think about 2K. I think the 4K is it's not real. It's actually Ultra HD is about 2880 something, so it's about 2K. But you can use video editing to upscale it to 4K at 24 frames per second. But it's a little bit choppy, so I like the QHD 30 frames per second. This is almost like 2K 30 frames per second, which is pretty decent. I like this mode very much. Okay, so you can select all the selection over here. You can see loop recording is you record about 3 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes depending on your selection. You automatically stop and then record again automatically, like a looping system. Once you finish the SD card, you overwrite the first one. So I press off because I want to record more than that amount of minutes. Gyroscope is the stabilizing. If I use a 3-axis stabilizer gimbal, the ZhiYun Smooth Q, I will turn this off. The reason why is because the electronic stabilization might affect the ZhiYun Smooth Q, so I will not use that. But more tests will be required. Okay, so WDR is wide dynamic range. It's very similar to HDR on the iPhone, but I didn't see any much difference when I turn on and off this particular option. So I leave it on. Time-lapse record is to record like 1 second or how many seconds you can set per photograph, 1 second per footage, or you can choose to have like 10 milliseconds per photograph, and then you're stitched together into a single footage. Motion detection is you can set this as like a security camera and put somewhere like inside your car, and if something is moving in front of this camera, it will actually detect and record, just like a security camera. Record audio, you can turn this off if you want to record only the video, but without the audio you will not be able to synchronize with external microphone or external recording of the audio. Slow motion, you can set this to HD 120 frames per second or VGA 240 frames per second, and it will be very slow, and it's good for the high quick action video footage. The dates time, if you want a footage without the date and time at the bottom, you can turn this off to have a non date and time recording. But if you want to have like a security camera that you want to take the date and time, you can set this to on. If you want to use it as a car camera, it's good to have the date and time. The angle is the 170 degrees angle is a wide angle with a little bit of fish eye. 140 is without any fish eye feeling. The 110 I do not recommend because it's a bit narrow. So it's like very square and straight. So 170, if you're going for a very wide angle range that you can actually see much wider at the side, but it's slightly fisheye effect. Driving mode, you can turn it on or off. Okay, this is a diving mode off. I'm checking out what's the diff between the diving mode and this is diving mode off. This is a diving mode on, going down. Diving mode. Exploring the fishes. To explore a little bit. And checking out the grasses. Night scene, when you take a photograph at night, is very clear. Self timer is just to count down to how many seconds, and then you take a single shot or video. The image size is to see how big the photograph you want to take. Burst mode, you can take multiple photographs at one time. You can burst 3 photographs, 5, 10, or off. Quality, obviously, I want to go for a 5 so that it'll be very high quality, normal or economy. Okay, sharpness, I go for probably high. White balance, you can set it to auto, so you automatically set the white balance to do the daytime or nighttime by automatic. But if you want to set it manually, you can also do that. Color, there's like color, black and white, and sepia, so it's like some kind of a filter. Okay, this is a black and white, but I prefer color, obviously. For ISO, usually I set to auto, which will automatically set the sensitivity to the best value. Exposure level is the same as similar to ISO, but you can actually take clearer photograph at night if you want to have higher exposure. Anti-shaking is for camera. When you're taking photograph, you want to have the anti-shaking to turn on when you're taking a photograph. You can turn it on. Okay, so delete, you can delete things that you want to delete. Just delete everything if you want to. Press OK. To protect files, you can protect individual files, but I just delete everything, so there's nothing to protect. Wi-Fi is you can connect to your iPhone and then remote access to this camera, which is pretty decent. You can remote access and start recording using your iPhone and view what the camera is viewing remotely at about the Wi-Fi range, about 5 to 10 meters, and the Wi-Fi password. Okay, I've set the Wi-Fi password of the SJ9000R to 80, and in order to set up the Wi-Fi, simply press on this up button. Press on this and you'll automatically send out the Wi-Fi signal with the SSID preset by the SJ9000, which is a sports TV. And when it comes out sports TV, press on this, it'll ask you for the password for 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and then press join, and then you're connected with a Wi-Fi logo at the bottom left side. Okay, once the Wi-Fi is set up, simply go to the application, download from App Store, ZhiYun. You open it up, you'll automatically detect that you have connected the Wi-Fi of your SJ9000R, which is in real time you can see what is shooting. The range of this is the Wi-Fi range, depending on any obstacles in between. So if your Wi-Fi is very close together, it's very nice. You can actually see all this real-time footage from the camera. So what you can do is you can actually take a photograph, and you'll send the command to the camera and take a photograph. And it takes a while to send the info to the camera, but it will do that. You can press the video button and you can press record, and you actually remote control this camera, and it will be start recording. And once you press the stop button, it will stop recording. So this is very good for like remote access recording. And over here you can also see the footage of what you have taken in the SJ9000, and you can choose to download using the Wi-Fi of this camera. So for example, I want to download this particular video, and it will download at in a Wi-Fi. If it's very close together, it will be very fast. If the video is very big, it might take some time. So once you have downloaded, you can actually go to your photo and you can check it out. It's downloaded onto your smartphone, and you can use it to share to your social media by directly downloading to your smartphone and then share from here. Date time is very interesting. You can set the date and time, like for example up and down. You can change the date and then press OK to the next one. Year, day, month, and the time. I hope the developer of this SJ9000 can allow us to make not the 24 hours setting, maybe the AM PM as well. I don't like the 24 hours setting. Day, month, year, you can press up and down to adjust. You can set year, month, day, or the Monday year, or the day, month, year, which is Singapore more used to the day, month, year. Auto power off is when it's on for a very long time, you automatically turn off if you want to. Beep sound is to have the beep sound when you are pressing on the menu, so you can hear the beep beep sound. I don't really like. It's very annoying. Voice prompt is when you're recording, you hear the sound of the female girl. I show you the voice prompt. So when you are recording something,
Video start.
you hear that video start. Press
Video stop.
video stop. It'll be recorded inside the footage if you turn to audio recording on. So if you do not want that, you can turn that off. Voice prompt, let me turn that off. On-screen display, OSD, that means when I turn this off, there is no display on the screen. When I go to the normal mode, like for example this is a video mode, there's nothing here, no indication it's a video or camera. You can take recording and it's recorded. There's nothing to indicate anything, so it's very clear, but I want more information when I'm recording. Let me press stop, and I want more information when I'm recording. So okay, you see all the information is here. What resolution, auto, ISO, voice recording, micro SD card, date, time, everything is here. Okay, the car ACC is a special option for car drivers to use this as a CCTV. When you turn this on, it will automatically start the camera on automatically and record automatically when you plug in the charger and turn on the power supply. When the power supply is turned on, for example, once I plug this in, you automatically turn on by itself and start recording immediately. Just imagine you put this in your car and you switch on the engine with the cable plugged into the camera, you automatically start recording. So when you switch off the engine, the power supply is cut off, and this thing is pulled off, you automatically stop recording and shut down automatically without you touching it, which is a very useful features for car drivers want to use this as in-cam car recording, which is good. Use this in conjunction with the loop recording. You will use it very nicely to record stuff. The only downside is the cable will be hanging down in the middle of the camera, which might be a bit annoying. The language is what kind of language that you want for all this display. The TV mode is to change the NTSC or PAL, depending on what kind of display you have. TV, you can turn it on to display onto your TV. And screensaver, you can have a screensaver on or off. If you want to 3 minutes, you will turn to screensaver of the screen. Let me turn this off. Frequency, I like higher frequency. 60 Hz on screen will be very smooth. Format is to format the SD card so that you can delete everything. Default setting, you'll turn everything to default, which you do not need to. If you want to cancel. Version, you can see what version of this SJ9000R, which is current version. It might be obsolete by the time I'm talking about this right now.